Hello, this is Yogeshwar again, and I'm back with another interesting topic on Rudrakshas. And in our last video, actually a couple of videos back, we did discuss about remedies, and Rudraksha was one of them. And of course, I did discuss that there are several astrologers who do not believe in Rudrakshas. They did mention that Rudrakshas are expensive and it doesn't work as a remedy, it's a waste of money. But however, I had mentioned that no, there is some truth to Rudrakshas. There is some power to Rudrakshas, and I will be discussing today on Rudrakshas as to what it is, what's the origin, what are the effects, and what are the powers, and is it substantiated by any kind of an ancient scripture to Rudrakshas? And what about the experiences of people? And yes, people's experiences have been good as far as Rudrakshas are concerned. Some people have experienced miraculous effects from Rudrakshas. But let's first discuss as to how Rudrakshas came into existence. Now, the ancient scriptures describe that there was a demon thousands of years ago. There was a demon called Tripurasur, and he actually was so powerful that he defeated Brahma and Vishnu and Indra as well. And the gods then they went and approached Lord Shiva, and they requested him, please help us and protect us from this great powerful demon called Tripurasur, and help us and kill him so that we can be protected. And Lord Shiva said that, look, I am not in a position to defeat Tripurasur, but yes, I can, but I'll have to go into meditation and acquire some deep powers. And once I'm out of my meditation, then I will be able to defeat Tripurasur. So what he did was that he went into deep meditation for 1,000 divine years, after which he did achieve the required powers. And when he opened his eyes from meditation, some tears fell from his eyes. And when these tears fell on the ground, Rudraksha trees grew, and therefore these trees got named as Rudrakshas. And Rudraksha is actually a word which is made out of Rudra plus Aksha. And Rudra is, of course, the name of Shiva, and Aksha is means eye. So Rudraksha actually is the tears of Lord Shiva, and that's how it acquired its name. So, as far as the ancient scriptures are concerned, they have described the powers of Rudrakshas, and Rudrakshas is actually those when those trees, Rudraksha trees, grow up and they bear a fruit, and Rudraksha beads are beads which are the seeds of those fruits, and they have a natural hole inside it. That's the beauty of Rudraksha. It comes with a natural hole, as if the divine is saying that, okay, well, this is for you to wear in your neck or in your arm, whatever. So there are various scriptures which mention about the powers of Rudrakshas, and the Rudrakshas come up with different faces or mukhis, as it is called in Sanskrit. So it's like a one mukhi or a one-faced Rudraksha will have a one line on it, a two-faced will have two lines on it, three-faced will have three lines on it, so on and so forth. And the ancient scriptures have described until 14 mukhis or 14-faced Rudrakshas. And all of these Rudrakshas come with special powers. Each Rudraksha has a connection with one deity, one Hindu deity, and the other one with a different face will have a connection with another Hindu deity. So each Rudrakshas have special powers, and they are all different from each other. And these powers are described, like I mentioned, in detail in the ancient scriptures. Now, what ancient scriptures described about the powers of Rudrakshas are Padma Purana, that's one of the Puranas, very important Purana, Shiva Purana, that is a Purana which describes about Lord Shiva. Srimad Devi Bhagavad Purana, which described about the Devi or the goddess, and the Skanda Purana, which describes about Lord Skanda. Skanda is one of the sons of Lord Shiva. So these Puranas have described in detail the powers of these Rudrakshas, and based on experiences by people who have been using Rudrakshas over at least hundreds of years in recorded history. Yes, these Rudrakshas do have special powers, and it has to be used with caution, of course. There are certain procedures how to use these Rudrakshas, and there are certain forbidden things while you wear Rudrakshas, like being very pure and not eating non-vegetarian food and all that stuff which is mentioned in the Puranas. So we have to be very careful in following these rules and procedures. So there are rules, and of course it may not be possible for all of us to wear Rudrakshas because these rules are very difficult to follow, and in this present day and age it is not possible to follow those rules because of the society we live in. But yes, definitely there is some power to it, and we'll be discussing more in detail about what those powers are. I just wanted to introduce what a Rudraksha is initially, especially people from the West who are not aware of what a Rudraksha is. Like I mentioned, in recorded history in the ancient scriptures and the Puranas, Rudrakshas from 1 until 14 mukhis or faces are mentioned. However, in practical life today, trees have produced beads which are until 21, 22, until 27 lines or 27 mukhis, so as to say, which are being used. But we'll be discussing mainly about 1 until 14 because that's what is recorded as per the ancient scriptures. And the purpose of this video is to go into the basics and introduce to the general people as to what has been mentioned in the ancient scriptures and what is coming out from the ancient sages. And this is coming out directly from the Puranas, so there is definitely truth to it. And we'll be discussing about various Rudrakshas who are associated with various deities and various mukhis and various lines on them, and what powers they carry and how it has to be used and what precautions have to be taken in our subsequent videos. And in the meanwhile, I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There's a link below, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.